What is going on, everybody? I've got another phone interview here with everything that's going on. I think the phone interviews are the way to go. I have got Joseph Teti from Dual Survivor, and I used to race home from work in the evenings to watch this show come on. I was a fan of the show when it was him and Cody, and then I became a even bigger fan of the show when it was him and Matt. And we're gonna just talk to him, about his autograph experiences. How are you doing today, Joe?
Doing good, sir. Thank you. Just got back from a little training outside, and just wanted to talk to you, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, no problem. Just trying to get out as much as you can during all this.
Yeah, I'm trying to take advantage of it as much as I can in case the worst case comes down. So I just got back. So
Yeah, I can definitely understand that. And in your autograph experiences, has anybody ever asked you to sign anything kind of weird out of the ordinary that you would say?
yeah, actually, I had a woman a few years ago get a hold of me, and she says, I would like you to autograph one of the T-shirts that you wore on the show, and don't wash it. So I was like, oh, okay. So I actually dug into one of my boxes I get all my kit in, and I found this green T-shirt. And I'm going to be honest with you, man, it was pretty nasty. It smelled pretty funky. And I just took out a black marker, and I said, hey, thanks for watching, strength and honor. Sign my name, Dual Survival. And I sent it to her, and she thought that was just the best thing. She's like, I'll never wash this thing.
That's awesome. I kind of
just thought, what? It's interesting.
But yeah, that's awesome. I don't think I would have, if I ever like saw you out in public, I don't think I'd be like, hey man, can I get a shirt that you wore during one of the episodes? So that was
exactly. But yeah, I did it for her. I mean, and she had contacted me before and like thanked me for my service. She's a very, very nice lady, and so I said, yeah, sure. And so I sent it to her.
that's just absolutely awesome. And I kind of wonder what she did with it. If she maybe like framed it, or if she just hung it up in the closet.
I don't. You know what? I don't know. I contacted her to make sure she got it. She said she did, but I never really asked her. Yeah, that would probably be an interesting question to email her. I'm gonna do that after this conversation.
Yeah. If you think about it, give me the follow up, because I'm kind of interested.
Yes, sir.
And the second question is just like growing up as a kid, going to sporting events or anything
Right.
like that. Have you ever been denied an autograph that you can think of?
Let me think. Oh boy, I remember. Okay, so this is years ago. I was I think I just got into high school, 10th grade, and I went to a Penguin game. I'm from Pittsburgh with a really good buddy of mine. He loves hockey, and prior to the game, they had a lot of the players out there, and I don't remember the gentleman's name, but I kind of went up. He was just standing there, and I had just a piece of paper and a pen, and I said, hey, man, can I have your autograph? And he just shook his head. He didn't even say hello or nothing, and just, I don't know, maybe he was having a bad day. And I was just like, wow. I was a young kid, and I was just kind of like, wah, wah, wah. And it was weird, because, like, after that, I kind of, like, didn't really want to watch hockey anymore. It was my favorite sport,
Yeah.
But, again, I don't know, maybe he couldn't do it or what. He was a pro athlete, but signing an autograph shouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. And
Yeah.
most people, if they are denied, they remember it, and it just kind of a moment that sticks with you. And that's obviously not any type of horrific moment or anything like that. But like you said, it's like, well, dang, okay then.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in airports when I was shooting Dual Survival when I was like just, smoke tired, sick to my stomach, and I've had kids come up to me and say, Mr. Teti, can I have an autograph? And I never said no, even when I was sick and like didn't want to be bothered, because these are kids, and they look up to people on TV, and just I could never say no to somebody, because they're taking the time to, ask you to do it. The least you can do is do that.
Yeah, and
And it's humbling too.
yeah, and I think that's how most people who do get asked for their autograph, that's how they look at it. Is it's just humbling, and these people are taking the
Yep.
time to be just let you
Yep.
know how much watching you on TV might mean to them or something like that.
Yep. And it's, like I said, I've had some people that, kind of approach me in a weird manner, but I still did it, and I've had people want me to autograph their hats, their shirts, their jackets, gym bags, a stock of a gun, a knife, yeah, all kinds of stuff. So, but yeah, I remember my very first autograph too, which is really crazy. It was in a grocery store, and a guy came up to me, and he goes, "Hey man, would you give me an autograph?" And he had a marker with him. He's like, "I have nothing to write on, nothing to write with, to write on." And he's like, "Here," and he handed me this. It was a Wheaties box. He's like, "Dude, just write on the back of it." So like, my first autograph was on a Wheaties box in a Food Line grocery store. And
That
I even put on her, "This is my first autograph."
that's freaking
So,
awesome though, especially that
yeah.
you remember that experience. That's
Oh
awesome.
yeah. Vividly.
That is awesome.
Yep.
I did a video with former NASCAR driver Jeremy Mayfield, and when I asked him
Uh-huh.
if he had ever signed anything weird, he said that him and some drivers were over in Iraq doing an event, and he actually signed a missile that they used, and he's like, I have no clue where it ended up though.
Yeah. Yeah. Doing bad things to bad people. That's all I need to know. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty funny. But yeah, I'll never forget my first one. That was like something that's kind of etched in my brain.
that's awesome though, because I'm sure most people, they just, I don't want to say sign out of habit, but they just kind of scribble something and go on, and it doesn't really stick with them or anything like that. That's
Right.
awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the third and final question is if you could have anyone's autograph in the world yourself, whose would it be? Just anybody dead or
Ooh.
alive, that kind of thing.
Wow. Dead or alive? Wow. Okay. So this is going to sound really odd for people listening to this, but the two most um, respected leaders in my mind of all time for me is Golda Meir and Margaret Thatcher. And the reason being is they were women leading countries at very tumultuous times. And as you know, Margaret Thatcher was the prime minister at the time that actually greenlit the mission to let the SAS go into Princess Gate and take out the terrorists. She was the
Mm-hmm.
one that greenlit it. Then, of course, um, Golda Meir was the one that let the Secret McCall go in and hunt down all the people from the Munich massacre in 1972, I believe it was. So, really strong women. I don't know, I've read a lot about them. It would be one or the other. And I know that a lot of people are going, what? It ain't some general. I mean, I've met generals and I've got autographs from, General Boykin and a bunch of other guys. He was First Commander Delta, and I've got Dick Marcinko's autograph on a picture of First Commander SEAL Team 6, and
Nice.
great guys that already have those. So I would have to say Golda Meir or Margaret Thatcher. Yeah, yeah, a lot of respect for them. A lot of respect.
That Yeah, I think those are two phenomenal answers, and the reasons you gave behind them, I think, are make it that much better. And you can tell it's like I genuinely want their autograph, not just like I guess I don't know, like Richard Petty or somebody.
No, no, no. Like I said, I've read books about both of them, and I know the history behind both of these situations. And they had huge cojones, man. They took responsibility, and if things would have gone wrong in either one of those missions, they would have got crucified. But things worked out, and they did the right thing and took a long road, and would have hung by themselves, but their people did great jobs, and yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love those answers. I do. That's just I can, especially Margaret Thatcher. I can agree with you on that one 100% for sure.
They used to call her the Iron Lady. I believe that was her nickname. So that's kind of cool. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, yeah, really, really much respect for those two women.
Yeah, and speaking of books, keeping up with your Facebook page and everything, you've got a book coming out, right? Or it's already out?
Yes, sir. Yeah, so it's on Amazon pre-sale. It's called Loan Operator. You can get it on Amazon and Walmart online. It comes out May 10th, and it's all pre-sale right now. Real excited. First book. You know, it took me about a year to do it. Probably one of the harder things I've ever had to do. It's an autobiography, but it's also a learning book as well. Kind of lessons learned. And then I also just partnered up with a really good friend of mine, Dale Comstock, former Delta Force guy. Worked with him in a government counterterrorist unit together, and we're doing performance coaching. So really excited about that, and yeah, got some really good stuff going on, man. I'm actually doing stuff now that I really love, and I didn't get a chance to do before. But my life's like very comfortable right now, financially. Just got everything kind of, all the cylinders are firing right now. So kind of taking advantage of that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And keeping up with your Facebook page, I know you're advertising your book on there and all that good stuff. So that's a good way to keep up with you as well as through the
Yep.
Facebook page.
Yes, sir. Our new coaching company is called Tier 1 Performance Coaching, and we'll have a website up here very soon, and we also have a Facebook page up. We just opened it, but we'll have a website up probably at the end of this week. But yeah, we already got clients and everything, and Dale's fantastic. He's been doing it, and he's actually got his doctorate. To be quite honest with you, the guy's mentored me, so I know what he says is good, and I think together we offer a phenomenal product, far beyond what anybody out there is actually doing. And so it all revolves around psychosoma training, and it's science and experience based, and it works, and so. We can do a lot of help for people.
Yeah, yeah, and I think that's especially in a time right now with this COVID-19 and
Yes, sir.
everything. I think that
Yes, sir.
hitting the nail on the head with that one.
Yeah, I think that, and I hate to say that, but the timing's good. So, hopefully we can help some folks get through this and help them perform at optimal levels, and and that's the goal.
Yeah, yeah. I for one, I'm excited about it. I'm excited to check it out and dive into it.
Yeah, man. Give us a shout.
All right, man. Well, that's gonna do it. I absolutely appreciate your time, and like I said, I was a huge fan of yours and a huge fan of the show, and it's just an honor to talk to you, and I really appreciate you doing this.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you very, very much.